It seems at the moment that with each passing day, we almost get a new little tidbit of information about Gran Turismo 7. And on this particular occasion, it's a little bit more up in the air, but something which I believe has some benefit to talking about, because even if this particular outcome is incorrect, what's within the trailer is there, no matter what. So even if this is wrong, it certainly does indicate something, and of course we're going to get into that in just a second. Now, this particular trailer was noticed by Tomsoft on the Discord server for the channel, so thanks to him for that, and it's the German version of the collector teaser trailer for GT7. It's only just over a minute long, but it actually gives us two things. Well, technically three. It gives us a little bit more of a look into the livery editor with the Super Formula car. It gives us a much better look at the forthcoming Alpine race car, rather than off in the distance with the Chaparral as we saw it before. And the crux of why I made this video is because instead of in the other trailers that we've seen with those kind of light outlines moving around the track, or moving around the screen, I should say, and outlining a track, if you put them together, which of course we've seen a couple of times before now, this one seems to be outlining a different circuit again. Now, again, Tomsoft put these together, and it could, based on some of these angles, appear to be Valley Speedway. Now, that could be wrong, of course, and drop your thoughts down below as to what track you think it could be, because clearly it is a circuit of some kind and it doesn't match up with the other circuits that we've already seen, so it is something different, which is what I was alluding to earlier on, as much as even if it isn't Grand Valley, it is something else, at least. Now, I believe it probably is Grand Valley because these corners do match up pretty well, plus you have to remember that a number of circuits in Gran Turismo have been slightly revised. Trial Mountain, for example, is slightly different to how it used to look in terms of the actual shape of the track, and they've done that to account for the larger physical size of the roads. So they could have done a similar thing here, at least for certain corners on the track. It would also make sense if Grand Valley is back, alongside tracks such as Deep Forest, High Speed Ring, Trial Mountain. They're clearly having a focus on bringing back these classic, fan-favourite original circuits. And I believe that once we see the game, there's probably going to be a couple more as well. I personally think that Midfield is probably going to be in the game because we last saw that in Gran Turismo 6 and it was brought back as a heavily revised circuit with changeable weather, I believe it was, and at least time of day. So they've clearly put some effort into updating that track. That remains to be seen in the future, of course, but for now, give me your thoughts. Do you think this is Grand Valley? Do you think it may be something else? Do you think the corners might match up to a different circuit? And as I said, either way, we get another interesting look at cars like the Alpine and the livery editor. But of course, if you are new here on the channel, maybe you're one of the 1,000 new people who joined relatively recently, as we just passed 80k, which is very cool, then of course, welcome. And if you want to check out more GT7 content, breaking down all the trailers, all the new cars, stuff that you might have missed, I've done a ton of content on that to check out, and if you click the playlist on the screen here and go through to Gran Turismo 7, you can see all the videos I've done for that game, including some predictions as well. But of course, stick around on the channel for more in future. We will be breaking down any and all extra tidbits of information that we get as we get closer to the game's release. But until next time, I'll see you then, and for now, as always, thanks for watching.